All right, everybody. This is day 2 of synthesis. Now, remember, synthesis is the idea of taking ideas from multiple places and moving it together into a new created thought or theory. So it's a lot of schema building. It's a lot of inferring. Even questioning comes into play a lot of times too. Just trying to understand what is happening in your book and how it's affecting you. And that's that monitoring for meaning piece too with synthesis, is that idea of how is this changing me? How am I getting new ideas from this? So we watched some Country Frog and City Dog um yesterday, and you know only one person wrote on the Padlet, but that person did a fantastic job. I gotta give a big shout out to Lexi. She came through, made a really wonderful inference. She said that I think the City Dog is going to have fun playing with Country Frog and is going to get used to the country. I think that's a great inference. My only thing that I want Lexi to do is give us just a little bit more detail of why you think that. Like, what's the schema backing up that inference? But that's a nitpick. I mean, Lexi, that's a great inference, and I really appreciate you going through and taking the time to do that for your classmates, because now you are really helping us drive this next lesson. And so I want you guys to start seeing how synthesis shapes out. It's a multiple day process typically. It's big. So this was our April 29th log here, where Lexi came through and she went ahead and we put that first thought in here. Now what I did, I went ahead and copied and pasted, and I actually copied and pasted all of it into our April 30th log, because we're going to look into the then I thought category. Because remember, I did that the other day where I had put in my then I thought that what I realized about Ove, as I started realizing he's not just angry, he's mourning. So we're going to start thinking about synthesis more today. I put it in my log. It takes about 5 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to start looking at this. Then I thought, what is our new idea after getting a little bit more thinking from this book, right? We're building our inferences, we're building our thoughts, we're building our ideas. Now we're using entirely Texas Tech schema in some ways. But we're going to start bringing in some text to self and text to world, some of those personal experiences too. So let's take a look at the next part of this book. That was spring, and you can see, I always love this. I wish I could zoom in on this. The frogs grin there. It's just wrapping around. They're just very happy. You can see City Dog in the water. It's the best.
Summer. City Dog didn't stop to admire the green, green grass. He ran straight for Country Frog's rock.
Kind of similar to the spring chapter, right?
I'm going to do you a favor, said City Dog when he found Country Frog. I am going to teach you City Dog games. City Dog's games involved sniffing and fetching and barking. City Dog and Country Frog played until Country Frog was too tired to sniff and fetch and bark anymore.
Okay, so we're seeing their friendship grow, but here's some of my thinking. Look at the picture. We always have to remember pictures are really important. Country Frog looks different, doesn't he? He doesn't look like he did in the previous pages, right? That's Country Frog in the previous ones. And now that's what Country Frog looks like. He looks different, doesn't he? And now he's too tired. I wonder why.
City Dog and Country Frog played until Country Frog was too tired to sniff and fetch and bark anymore.
My inferences are going crazy, and yours should be too.
That was summer.
He's holding the leaf over Country Frog. I guess they are becoming really good friends. Okay. So take the time. Maybe you need to rewind. Maybe you need to listen again. All those good things. Make some inferences on the Padlet now about your new ideas. So for me, I might think, then I thought, I'm going to put in Mr. Burley. Maybe I make an inference like Country Frog seems older. And I might have some ideas that go along with that. I'm not just going to put Country Frog seems older. I'm going to think maybe there's some bigger thoughts about why Country Frog seems older and what's going to happen. And those are things that I will then add in here. Like, and I won't continue my inference. You can do whatever you want to. I pulled out evidence, but maybe you're going to continue that inference of what you infer might happen or what your new ideas are. So now, look, we have a lot of different thinking that's occurring here. It's building, it's getting bigger, it's becoming different, and it's molding into something a little bit more rich. And with that, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and continue synthesis in your own books. All right. And enjoy, everybody. Make sure you write on that Padlet so we can keep our ideas flowing. Thanks.